intro here for the Bear Pack. Before we get into this video, we wanted to share that we are growing here on this channel, and that is all due to your guys' love and support. The growth has been amazing. So as we grow, we wanted to give you guys some goals to work towards as we get into this football season. We're going to pull them up right now. Here are our goals. We're currently sitting at about 6,700 subs on this channel. So at 7K subs, we're going to have a Bobby Witt Jr. bobblehead giveaway. I got that at the first game of the Kansas City Royals opening day. It is still in the box. Haven't taken it out. It's in great condition. So that's going to be a good prize. And by the way, Bobby Witt Jr., 20 home runs now in the season. He's having a great second half of the year. 8K subs. We're going to have a jersey giveaway. We've done a lot of jersey giveaways. We'll probably do 2 jersey giveaways at 8K. 9K subs. Sports memorabilia giveaway. That can be anything from a jersey to a sports card to something else in reason. We don't want to be giving away a LeBron James signed game jersey, but we will try our best on that sports memorabilia giveaway. 10K subs, our big one. $1,000 giveaway. When we get there, we'll probably have people decide in the chat what they want to do with that. We can either have 10, 100, 2, 500, or just $1,000 giveaway, whichever one anybody wants. And then the 12K subs, we're going to try to send somebody to a game of their choice, 2 tickets each. We are very excited for this football season as it is our money maker. We did great last season, looking to ride that momentum into this season. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and don't miss out on these upcoming season. Enjoy the video, guys. We'll see you guys on the other side. All right, guys, let's get into some NCAA football picks and props for Saturday, August 26th slated games. Football is back, and we couldn't be happier. The only time a man is allowed to try by the book: at his wedding, at a funeral, and when football officially starts back up. And my family is still kicking, and I'm not married yet. So come Saturday morning, there might be tears flowing down for me. But Trey, let's take a look at some game picks. Start us off, buddy.
Yes, I'm going to start us off with one of my favorite games on the college football slate. And I'm actually beyond excited for college football to be back. And I'm starting it off with a great matchup here with a MAC team versus the Mountain West, 2 of my favorite conferences in college football. And I'm actually going to be starting it off. And if you guys watched any of our videos last year, you guys know where I'm going to be going with this. And Bear does not like these plays. I'm going to be giving out the under 49.5 total points. It's minus 118. I think that's the perfect amount of juice for this play. And if you guys do not know, college football has a new rule. The clock does not stop after first downs. So we're going to get even less points in games this season. But we are going to be getting treated to 2 great quarterbacks here because Ohio, Curtis Rourke. Like I said, if you guys watched our videos last year, I went with Ohio a ton. And I called Rourke a dog many times because that's what he is. He's an absolute dog. And it absolutely broke my heart whenever he tore his ACL late in the season last year. But he's claiming he's fully healthy, and he's coming back already. And he's starting for the Bobcats in week 0. That's actually really impressive. But I do think it's going to take him some time to knock off some rust. In San Diego, they're throwing out Jalen Maiden in this game. And a little story about him. Last season was his first year ever playing quarterback. Before last season, he was actually a safety. And San Diego said, hey, man, come on here and play quarterback. And he played pretty good. He led the Mountain West in yards per attempt. And if he does that again this season, he's going to be taking a big step forward as well. But I don't think these 2 offenses are going to show up in this game. Week 0, I think there's going to be a lot of rust being knocked off, especially since both these offenses lost a little bit of their key contributors last season. But if you guys do want a game pick in this game, I know everyone loves game picks. I would lean Ohio on the money line. It is plus money, so that makes me love it. But I'm not as confident in it as I am in the under 49.5. I just don't think there's going to be 7+ touchdowns scored in this game. So give me the under 49.5 total points in the Ohio versus San Diego State game. Let's go. College football, baby.
Trey, I love it, and I love it even more because you did not fade them action. So thank you very much for that. Seth, what's your play?
Yeah, I kind of have 2 plays for us here. I'm going to go the under 58.5 in the FIU versus La Tech game. But I'm also going to take La Tech to cover this minus 10.5 spread as well. Like Trey said, there was a big rule change, and I saw where they're projecting it to lead to between 5% and 8% less points scored. So I do think this will have an effect in this game as well. This La Tech team will have a new QB under center in transfer Hake Bachmeier from Boise State, who will be new to the air raid system they have in place. On top of that, to be successful, he will have to improve his down-the-field passing from last season where he was below average. In saying that, I do think Bachmeier will be an improvement from last year. FIU is returning their QB from last year, but was fairly inefficient in 2022, where he averaged a measly 5.5 yards per attempt. But to make matters more difficult, the FIU team lost 3 starting linemen and the offensive line coach, which will lead to some early season inexperience and inconsistencies in the group. There are so many variables in play here that makes it hard for me to trust that these teams will be able to put up points at a consistent pace in the first game. These teams are going through a lot of changement and adjustments, so there's a good chance it will take these programs time to gain cohesion. Both of these teams also struggled last year when they got inside the 40-yard line to punch it in, both ranking outside the top 100 in finishing drives. But this LA Tech team does have the better QB and the more experienced offense in this game, as last season they ranked 6th in the entire country in explosiveness. I do think that despite the new quarterback and the new system, this team will still cover the spread against an FIU team with an inexperienced O-line and inefficient QB. The Bulldogs should cover the spread, and the full game total will stay under 58.5, as I expect this to be around 31-17 La Tech.
Yes, I like that play as well. For my first play of the 2023-2024 college football season, I'm going to be looking at the USC Trojan going up against the San Jose State Spartans. I'm going to take the Trojans minus 30.5 in this game, and a lot of people don't like that big number, but I don't think it's going to be a problem in this one for them. If you remember last season, they lost in the Pac-12 championship game against Utah. Caleb Williams went down with that injury. Then they played the Cotton Bowl against Tulane. They had that massive lead, and then a complete meltdown, losing that game 46-45. Anything can happen, though, in week 0. We don't know exactly what's going to happen until we see a couple more weeks of football being played, but this is a very wide talent gap that we're going to see on the field between these two teams. I do think that San Jose State can make this interesting down the stretch. They do have a pretty good passing attack. They had a pretty good passing attack last season. They have Siobhan Cordero, who I watched for several years at the University of Hawaii on the island in those late midnight games, and he's a pretty good talent. He got his first shot at San Jose State last season. He put up over 3,000 passing yards. He limited his interceptions as well. But with Caleb Williams back, there is just no doubt in my mind that they're going to put up at least 50 points in this game. 30.5 is a massive number, but there's no way that San Jose State team can stop the offense of USC unless we get smashed by a backdoor cover late. This line is very capable of being 30.5 for USC, probably even more. I also read a lot of people at the organization USC are very upset about how everybody's talking about how poorly the defense played last season and how poorly they're expected to play this season, how they exploded last season down the stretch as well. This team looks like they're ready to kill. So I'm going to go with the Trojans in week 1 to cover the massive spread. And I'm also calling at least a 50 burger for USC. USC minus 30.5 as my play. Guys, let's go over to the player props. Trey, start us off.
Yes, guys, and welcome to my player props, because if you guys watched our videos last year, you guys know where I'm going to be going with this pick if you're just looking at this screen. Give me Brayden Schager to go under his minus 1.5 total rushing yards in this game. I love throwing out these type of picks, and they were money makers for me last college football season. And Schager, he should honestly easily hit this under rushing yards prop, because in college football, if you guys do not know, sacks, they count towards rushing yards. If you get sacked 3 times and you're 8 yards back, well, good luck. You're already at minus -24 rushing yards. And Schager, he's not even much of a rushing quarterback to start with. And whenever we parlay that with him going up against this SEC Vanderbilt defense, I think he's going to get sacked a ton in this game. In fact, Schager, he hit under this minus 1.5 rushing yards in 7 of his 12 games last year. That's an almost 60% hit rate. And I fully expect him to smash the under again in this game, because Vanderbilt, they almost averaged 2 sacks per game. And that was going up against the SEC. Whenever they were playing their non-conference, they were eating up their competition. And I expect that to continue in this game going up against Hawaii. So give me Brayden Schager to get sacked at least 3+ times in this game and to go under the minus 1.5 total rushing yards versus Vanderbilt.
Trey, you are a crazy, crazy man, and that's why I love you. I love that play. Seth?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to be going to the best name on the board. Smoke Harris for Louisiana Tech, over 59.5 receiving yards. Smoke Harris will be returning for his 6th season with the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs and is coming off a 66 reception season where he averaged 9.7 yards per reception. Smoke also plays in a Louisiana Tech offense that runs an explosive air raid attack, so they will throw the ball a ton in this game and will be getting a good matchup against an FIU defense that finished outside the top 100 in a lot of key defensive metrics. If new quarterback Hank Bachmeier, a transfer from Boise State, is going to pick up this offense fast, he's going to have to rely on throwing Smoke the ball this year. Last year against FIU, he had 9 receptions for 56 yards, so I look for him to be better in this one and go over 59.5 receiving yards, as he should get the bulk of the targets.
Yes, Seth, I love that play as well. For my props, going to be Dorian Singer to go over 67.5 receiving yards against San Jose State. The newest target for Caleb Williams to throw to is Dorian Singer. He transferred from Arizona. He played there 2 seasons. The first year, we saw him go for 18 catches, 300 yards. He was not an impact. Year number 2, 66 catches, 1,100 yards, and averaged 16.7 yards per catch. He is a deep threat for Caleb Williams. He earned the starting spot, the Z spot in the USC offense, and I expect big things from him this season in his first game. Last season, the San Jose State defense gave up 340 yards per game, And in this one, it's going to be against Caleb Williams, who is the best quarterback in the nation and probably will be the number 1 pick in the NFL draft next year. We have nothing to go off for week 0, like I've said before, but this is the new kid on the team. He does have Caleb Williams, and he will be a deep threat for USC this season. So I'm going to give him a chance here. Take him in his first game to go over 67.5 yards against San Jose State. Guys, that's going to do it for our NCAA football plays for Saturday, August 26th slated games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please be sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Just want to let everyone know that while we do give out free picks, plays, and predictions on our YouTube channel, we also have a website for you to check out. On our website, bearsprofitplays.com, you can subscribe to the website absolutely free with an email and gain access to our written articles about upcoming sporting events. If you're really looking to make some cash, we have an option to become a member of our website. If you become a member, you will gain access to our locks of the week, which are written articles that go in depth as to why we are picking that particular outcome. As of now, our member plays have been red hot, hitting over 60% of our plays. If you don't want to become a member, it's no sweat. We are here to try and make you guys some money. That's our main goal. So come on over to bearsprofitplays.com and subscribe for free. Check us out, follow our free picks, and see for yourself that our member plays are a great investment for you. Thanks for watching.